Hey everyone, it's your career engineer, and I like to always come on just a little bit early so I can get everything squared away. We will start the actual broadcast live at 7, so I'm about 40 seconds or so out. So I know some of you will be getting involved here, but just like to always do is, hey, if you're ever going to do any kind of, particularly us CNET people, we love our webcasts, but webcasts are only as good as your little virtual green room. So for those of you who like the broadcast, want to get into this kind of thing, you want to make sure you test your stuff before you start doing things. Very important. So I like to come on in a little bit early. So it is 7 o'clock. I want to go ahead and start the conversation. I want to welcome you to Ask the Career Engineer. First Thursdays is when we like to have a 30-minute, or at this point, 29-minute conversation with you, with me, in the intimacy of our virtual portal, where we can talk about career, talk about business, life, all things to make things wonderful on Monday morning. What we do uniquely with this, again, I'm committed to you to do this first Thursdays of the month at 7. Okay, first Thursdays, to get that in our brains. First Thursday of the month at 7, and not to be such a flat, because there's so much internet overshare. Everybody is webbing, everybody is broadcasting. Here's the thing: I'm a relationship person. I think you all know that. My MSW, I'm all about the person, the systems, the environment, keeping it real. Okay, so what I want to do to make this more organic and real, and not so cookie cutter, you can text your questions to me live. In fact, I have my handy dandy, and I promise I'm not going to complain about, it's telling me I have a broadcast. Okay, what would I do? Oh, actually, it's telling me I have a phone call in the morning. What would I do without this tool? But you can text me, and the number is right there. You can text me live, or you have a Ask the Career Engineer question about careers, about business, networking. And of course, I have some things I want to share with you, as this is the month of June, and we have 6 months left of 2015. I will say that again in case you missed it. There's 6 months to go to make sure you're hitting all your goals, meeting your marks for 2015. We've already halfway there. So I hope you put things in gear, because this is the summer season, but there's still time to take things up a notch. So you can tweet me your questions as well. If you're on Twitter, you guys know I love Twitter. Career Engineers, my Twitter, check us out, follow us. Those of you who follow us tonight, or those of you too who subscribe to our channel, I'm really excited when you do that. So follow us, subscribe to us, and I'll make sure I get right back with you so we can do that. I want to thank Audra, who's just subscribed. Thank you, Audra Upchurch. And what you can do, Audra, if you're on Twitter, which I think I know you are, definitely tweet about what you're seeing tonight. Hashtag TCE now, or hashtag Ask the Career Engineer. I will retweet you. I want to give you that shout out for watching the show. So thank you, Audra, which I know she's in the Old Dominion 757 for your love. Again, you can put your comments on YouTube, because I know there is a YouTube chat. But what will have to happen is, and if you have a question, I can look at that. But what will happen is this. Yeah, that's what I have to do. Look at the YouTube chat. But if you will tweet me again, Career Engineer, or text me to our TCE, this is actually our business line, 757-745-4823. 757-745-4823, or 4TCE. We will take your questions. So when you see my eyes looking down, just like it just did, the phone is vibrating and all kind of good stuff. And this way we can get your organic news, your organic tweets, your organic questions, so we can make sure this half hour is all about you and me, but mostly about you. Okay, so let's keep it real. Do not call me, please don't call me, but you can text me, or you can tweet me. And again, say hi or hello on the chat as well. Like this broadcast, feel free to share it if you like it, to share it with others, so we can also get things going on for you. I want to thank Carla Jenkins. I believe she's in here doing her thing on YouTube. Thank you. And she's all the way from DC. Push up. And you guys know how we do push up. I want to thank her for her retweets and the power. We love it. And you can check her out. In fact, I'm going to go to Twitter and look at my line. But listen, one of the first questions I am going to ask, that someone did text to me earlier, and it was even way before I say we can start tweeting, texting your questions or tweeting to me from 6:45 to 7:20 when we're done with the broadcast. But it was about summer jobs. So I'm gonna, the question was, in fact, someone even brought this up at my first Tuesday a couple days ago. So it must be a very important question. Let me answer it. The question was summer job search. What do you need to do? Is it possible? It is June. Do I just wait until September, or are there some things I can do now? So for that person who, it was a text, and I don't recognize the number. So if you guys text me, if you have your Twitter handle, definitely put that out there, or your first name or where you're from. I have no problem putting that out there for you. So to this anonymous texter, because I don't recognize your number, I'm sorry. Yes, this is an exceptional time to find the next opportunity for you in the summer. It is exceptional. One thing about summer let me give you the pros, the good things about summer, is your competition mostly is relaxed. A lot of them are doing the beach thing. A lot of folks are taking a break from networking, taking a break from the job hunt, because there's that mythical time of it's vacation. Nothing's really happening. You got beach on the brain. The weather is great. We want to sit on the outdoors and play volleyball. Well, that's true. Those are great things to do in the summer. But for those serious career seekers and changers trying to get paid, is great for you as well, because that means your competition is chilling on the beach, having some barbecue. And while they're doing that, you can step up your game. So if you haven't stepped up your game in the winter, which is the best time to do it, you guys remember, December, January, the best times to get everything done. But if you need to revisit your tools, that good old fashioned resume, that paper tool, to make sure it's speaking volumes about you and not speaking about your limitations or the things you can't do. And as long as it's not boring, as long as it has the wow factor, hit that up, check your social media, and go to our TCE job stop. In fact, those of you who, if you're new to this channel, right at the underneath the channel, all the info, we've got some pretty powerful links for you. And the TCE job stop right now in my neck of the woods, which is, the beautiful city of Virginia Beach, right? We have about 5,000 open opportunities right now in my 7 cities. Now, that's including full-time, that's including part-time, that's including seasonal. But the bottom line is an open W-2 opportunities are open right now in the city of Virginia Beach. If you go to the link that says TCE Job Stop and bookmark that, use your zip code, use your buzzwords, you can look for jobs across the country, anywhere. And I think normally we were running about 1 million jobs hot across the nation. So that is proof positive that employers are looking for you. All right, very important. So I want to thank that anonymous texter for your question. And again, if you have a question, I am more than happy to answer them for you. I'm looking down at the phone now. I'm sorry, guys. I hate it when my eyes go down. It's not my favorite thing, because I'm going to look and talk to you. But while I am doing that, and oops, I see what happened. I'm in my Twitter. Again, feel free to share us, subscribe to us, and things. The YouTube channel. This is our broadcast channel. When you are a subscriber here, of course, you'll be notified of every broadcast. You won't miss a beat. But we also have a legacy channel called Just Career Engineer. It's funny, one channel has almost 50,000 views, which is this one. The other channel has 100 subscribers. I don't know. At some point, I'm going to learn how to merge those two together. But in the meantime, this one right here is where we would do any live broadcast. So when we do the Mike Tomlin thing, that's done here. When we do the Georgia Gala, that's done from here. When we do our film festivals, that's done from here, okay? Career Engineer on Twitter, as well as, remember, you can text me tonight, 757-745-4823, 757-745-4823. I will say, and I'm going to just hit the elephant, and I did this with the elephant on Tuesday. We're calling the hare the elephant, okay? Because I know I've had questions about the do. All right. So not to spend a lot of time on that, but I will say this. So the twists aren't in, the hair is out. This is not what you guys aren't watching me to hear about hair, but it's just, it was a long story. I had to get hair cut for me with my hair. I have to straighten it to get it cut, not perm. I'm still chemical free. So she went through all that wonderful stuff. I figured, what the heck, I'll do the Oprah look. I've been called the junior Oprah. So that's what's going on. All right, I have something coming in. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. You guys are, I appreciate your buzzing. Give me, again, live. This is live broadcasting, right? Live broadcasting. And again, feel free to share us a point, put a question up there. I've got something coming through, and I guess, okay. I guess next time when I say that, I guess when everyone does it at the same time, which is fine by me, but Verizon is loading. So while it loads, let's see what we can talk about today. As I shared inside our information of this particular broadcast, there are all kind of great links for you. Our events, we've got some awesome events coming up. Oh my God, we're so excited about it. We've got our TCE University training. You guys have asked questions about business strategy, tweeting, business solutions. What else have you guys asked me about? I mean, career, of course, 21st century career techniques, of course, 21st century business techniques. So, and because we're all so all over the map in terms of where we are logistically and located, we've decided to go ahead and get our online training. TCE University, isn't that cool? And tuition for TCE University, very affordable. And again, if you're a TCE Network member, you're really getting a deal. But it's open to the public. So our non-members, you're welcome to be a part of us. And yeah, you pay a higher tuition. I mean, you do. I mean, that's one of the benefits of being a part of the network, you know, but I don't, okay, why am I still loading? Okay, okay, there's a little button I can push that says we're having technical difficulties, but it's okay. You guys know how to find me. And I'm gonna get your stuff. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna go to my other thing. But anyway, TCE University training kicks off on the 9th of June, which is Tuesday. So what I want you to do, we've got a Facebook about it. We've got all kind of things, but hit our event site, which is tce.eventbrite.com. Of course, you can hit my website any day, tcenow.com. There's a calendar, tcenow.com. There's a schedule that shows all the trainings. All you have to do is go there, go ahead and register. Once people register, we'll get you the portal. It's going to be online, where we will do our organic, intimate, one-on-one training. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited about it. Our first one is all about how not to get hustled in business. Yeah, how not to get hustled in business. So that's, you know, how I feel about getting hustled in business. All right, so let's see. I've got, here we go. Okay. Hey guys, I'm sorry. You know what? Follow me on Twitter. Put me up on Twitter. Those of you who I saw the text come through. For some reason, okay, so this goes to my second complaint of the day. So now I could talk about Samsung as much as I am on technology, how me and this phone has had a lot of problems. So if you are a telecommunications person and you want to convince me on my upgraded phone what I should do or who I should use, Verizon is my service, which is keeping me from looking at my stuff right now. And I have a Samsung. And I want my BlackBerry back. I've said that I don't know how many times. I want my BlackBerry back. So anyway, I'm just putting that out there as an opportunity for some business for someone who heard what I just said. So listen, my apologies as my stuff is coming through. Here we go, I think. Okay. I've got some people I got people thanking me for being on Twitter. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the retweets from Steve Jackson show, Big Steve. He's really great. I mean, Miss Phenom, you've been great. Sisters of Success. Thank you so much, Gemini Technologies. We thank you for your support here on Twitter. And again, maybe I'm standing too next. Maybe the phone's too close to the computer. Could that be it? Everybody, I'm loading. I'm sorry. I'm just loading. So I don't know. You want to call me on the phone and ask me your questions? This is wild. So anyway, okay, here we go. Now, keeping it serious because I'm trying to figure out when my tweets aren't coming in. So if you have a question, stick it on the YouTube. Maybe I can see it there. My bag, my mistake. Or you know what? Who wants to be bold and call me on the phone? Oh, that might be kind of wild, wouldn't it? I'm supposed to keep things serious tonight as I'm sitting here talking to everybody. So I hit the summer question about jobs. So only because I'm going to assume until my stuff comes up and it says my keyboard isn't responding. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to shut off my phone. We're going to start all over again. And when it comes up, we should be good to go. So my apologies, but I will get your questions in before the end of the broadcast. So for business folks, again, we have this wonderful training happening this month. Every Tuesday from 6 to 8, we've got something going on. We will have some offline ones too. So anyone in America, anyone on the planet watching me, you can be involved with the online training. For my business folks, in the summertime, I think it's still a great, just like my career seekers or W-2s, where you guys are contracts, you guys are 1099, your career choice is to make your own cash, make your own way on your own scheme. And I totally respect that. So use this same time as well to do some solution soul searching in your business. I mean, look at your brand, look at what you're putting out there, okay, the external stuff, just kind of, and don't get caught up in always, I'm not saying run out and find some consultant, to 4-digit consultant to give you a bill for something. I need you literally to look at what you're doing, making sure it fits your message. I talked about this on Tuesday, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, that may sound funny, but really make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, are you distracted in your message? When you put things out there, if you're tweeting, if you're Facebooking, when you're putting your little brochures out there, you're answering your phone, you're going to these meetings, you're going to networking events, you're folding paper. I mean, whatever it is that you're doing, is everything consistent with what you're supposed to be doing? So let me give you a for example, because it's easier to do a for example. So, for example, all right, I am much better at talking than making an Excel spreadsheet with my action items and a programmed, I don't know, all kinds of lines with numbers, telling me what I'm supposed to do, when I'm supposed to do it, check this off, check that off, and that kind of thing, right? Now, I know there are people that use that and they are doing some phenomenal things, but I also do some phenomenal things and I don't use any of that. And I know it sounds terrible, but a lot of it is in my head. I do have paper, gotta have a paper trail, have administrative ways, but if I try to operate, even though books and the best authors on the planet and the best consultants and maybe Zig Ziglar loves Excel, I don't care, okay? It's like, for me, that space assassinates my gift. I can't operate that well just on paper, cubicle farm. It doesn't, I suffocate, I fail, I am not successful, and I don't care how much money you give me, how much clients, I can get contracts left and right to do this thing. I have to say no, because when you don't like something, you don't do it very well, okay? When you don't like something, you don't do it very well. And I've learned, and for the W-2 world, that equals termination. That's why people get fired. They usually don't like what they're doing. If you like something, you will do it better. Most times it's not you're a terrible worker, you just are doing some stuff you really don't like to do. So that does that. So if you're a business and you get fired, it's really bad, because then your customers want their money back, or the contract you're on is now, you have a breach of contract, and that customer, and we're talking 4, 5, 6, 7-digit stuff, that gets really painful. So it's very important, as in for my example, to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're using the gifts that you're supposed to be using to make it happen. From a faith perspective, I believe God grants all of us gifts and talents, and I do know that one of the best things I've got going for me is my mouth. This is true. Love me, hate me, it's the truth. Deal with it, love me, learn, all that, deal with it. My mouth is the truth, okay? It is one of the best gifts I have. I can speak. I'm not being vain here. I'm just keeping it real. And a lot of you know, because I won't shut up and all that. So instead of it being a curse, as it was as growing up, I had lots of people telling me, oh, you should be quiet and talk too much and all that kind of good stuff. Well, I wish I got the memo earlier that my mouth was actually going to be a blessing. It could be a blessing or a curse. We know that. But basically, if I'm talking, I'm kind of doing what I'm supposed to do. Ergo, these broadcasts, ergo, getting in front of a mic, ergo, talkers also sometimes are great writers. So whenever I orate my thoughts, get them out in the marketplace, or get them out in the space, in places and spaces, that seems to generate revenue for us. It seems to increase our brand. It seems to help my business boom. So you have to really know where, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So if someone tells me, Francina, there's a contract for the library, what should I do? I'm gonna let you guys text me or tweet me. What should I do if I was awarded a contract for a library to make sure it stays quiet? Come on, that's a success for failure. That's a success for failure. Okay, so we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with that. So again, this is your career engineer. I reset my phone. And those of you who are watching us, things are coming through. And I'm just really trying to figure out, okay, here we go. It's only coming through, I think. Why I'm having a hard time pulling up all, I think I got fed everything at one time. So again, if you have a text or a question, tweet to me, send to my 757-745-4823, or I'm going to look at the YouTube. So I'm going to walk over. I'm going to walk over. Hey, check this out. This might even work. Glasses. Let's see. Oh my God. Glasses. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Jeremy, I saw what you said. Great guy. Okay, hey, tweet that. Tag me on Twitter. And I have a Samsung and I have Verizon as my service. I'm telling you. So thank you, Jeremy, for your comment. And those of you who are in there can see what he said. And Carla, I see your comment too. Thank you. But you see how I had to leave the screen, so I don't want to do that. So again, I am your career engineer. Don't get anxious, get prepared. And we're having fun up here as it says my message is not sent. So Jeremy, this might really be your day because I get to express how bad things aren't working. Things aren't working with technology. So what lesson does this teach us? This is actually a great teachable moment. Let me tell you why. It leads me to something that I don't think you guys are asking me about, but I'm going to say it anyway. So as you guys know how much I love technology. I love it to death. I love it a lot. That's why I'm doing this. But what do you do when you use technology and it doesn't work? Oh my goodness. This is why I think on our first Tuesday, for everyone that was here in the 757, I said relationships build revenue. The power of relationships is important. You have to still know your stuff. You got to know your content. At my gut, I could do this in a campground with a tent and some potatoes, hot dogs, some beans, and some sweet tea. I don't need no power. Y'all can stump your hands, clap your hands, stump your feet, make a beat. I can do this. So everything you do at the end of the day, you have to high tech, high touch. You got to be able to go both low tech and high touch, you know. So whatever you're doing, don't get too dependent on this stuff. You see what happens. And I have a tweet. I'm going to turn this phone back on. Awesome. The tweet is from, please provide me with the TCE University material. I'm interested in learning more about this. Okay, we will do that. And that's Twitter from Miss Phenom. We will get that to you. In fact, you can go to tce.eventbrite.com. Okay, that's for everyone. That's all of my events are on Eventbrite. So the direct link would be tce.eventbrite.com. However, if you want to hit that website, you can do that as well at TCE Now. What's my website? Yeah, tcenow.com, tcenow.com. You can hit me there as well. So you can do that too. So if you go there, you'll see the schedule and you'll see everything that we're doing on the tcenow.com. So that hopefully should give someone some information. But yes, if you're a TCE member, if you're on Facebook, I think I've pretty much invited just about all kind of folks. If not, just hit me up and we'll make sure we get that to you. But yeah, the first one starts on this Tuesday. It's about business 101, 102, and 103 TCE style. Don't get hustled. So it's for people who, if you think you want a business, if you're a new business and you're brand spanking new, we don't want you to get hustled. And so that one really, I got some people who are in business who, you know, it's new to them. And they've made some mistakes, but it's okay. Mistakes just teach us what to do. But so I don't want folks to make additional mistakes. We want you to know about the hustler. So anyone, whether you're thinking of a consulting, your service, your widget, that class starts on the 9th. Now, I'll just tell you up front, all my online classes for my TCE Premium members, and I'm not trying to sell people, it may sound that way, but I'm not. But it's $19.95. I mean, you can't, is your business ideation worth that investment? It better be. If you're not in our world, it's $35.95. Is your business or ideal worth that investment? It better be. If you're hemming and hawing over, I'm keeping it real, folks, a $40 investment for business, you need to not just keep it a hobby. Just keep it a hobby. Don't even go there. Leave it alone, because business costs. I mean, you have to, not, I'm saying take money to make money. There's certain infrastructure you got to have to make it right. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the lawyer, the accountant, the graphics guy, a good printer, insurance. I mean, there's a whole lot of other conversations. So if $35.95 to listen to me online with my cute Oprah hair is a stress to you, back up, rethink the process, because maybe you're not ready. All right, maybe you're not ready. But those who are ready and ready to take, next Tuesday, 6 o'clock, in a private portal is where we're going to be doing this training. Okay. So again, I'm your career engineer. Don't get anxious. Get prepared. I'm going to go back to. I see that folks have texted me, but for some reason, it's that the tweets are coming out. So if you're on Twitter, tweet me your question, tweet me your comment. It is not a problem. I can talk to you this way. I'm also sensing that I might need to plug something in on my computer. So maybe I can get someone to help me do that. I think something is sort of dimming. So if I can get someone to help me plug without moving the camera, this is going to be precision. This is going to be precision. Here we go. So anyway, guys, I'm trying to think what else I want, since I see all the things from Miss Carla. Hold on, I'm putting in some juice. We're losing some juice. There we go. I thought I was plugged in, guys, but I guess something happened. And again, if there's any other questions on the YouTube, I will try to walk by and check those out. But I do want folks just to make sure, just a couple of things, that again, as we're in summertime, that we are doing the right things. If you haven't been prepared in the winter, get prepared now. Future focused. September, October, big months, the fall season, third quarter, you got to make it happen. End of the year, fourth quarter, yes, you still can, and I'm talking about end of the year in June, okay? That's where the mindset has to be. But you can still make things happen, all right? But for those 2 quarters to really be as productive as possible, work now, okay? Plan for now. Don't get caught up on the whole summer hiatus and things of that nature, all right? Work smart. If you're not doing stuff offline, do stuff, online. I mean, there's infrastructure things you can do with your branding that you don't have to go anywhere. I mean, your LinkedIn, is it jacked up? Fix it. Your Facebook page, are you using apps and the technologies to make sure your platforms are all syncing and the message is consistent? Are you organically tweeting? Are you doing the robot thing? Or are you doing a little bit of both? And why? Okay, and why? That's important. Are you using broadcast media like YouTube, like Vimeo, like Uvu, there's a million of them, right? And if you are, why? What's the point? What's the message? How does it help your brand? The people you're meeting, are they the right people for you? And how do you know they're the right people for you? I mean, what type of litmus test are you giving to make sure they're the right folks for you? Those are the kind of things that we're hitting in that TCE University training. I mean, that kind of stuff that you just have to get a hold, you got to get a hold of your who you are, what you have, and what you want, particularly your who you are, before you start putting things out there. So we have about 2 minutes left to go. And I tell you, I saw something else come right through. It's funny, I see it coming through on my whatchamacallit. And that's why I call it my whatchamacallit. But hey, I'm not letting up during the summer. I have a full-time job. Push up. Thank you for that tweet. She is not letting up in the summer. She got a full-time job. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't mad at you. You and your full-time job. There's nothing like a full-time job. It's great. Don't let up in the summer. Don't let up in the summer. And those W-2ers, hey, consider maybe take a couple classes, learn a new skill. How about that? Maybe network in places you haven't been before. Meet people you don't know. Ooh, go to someplace new. Do something different. Like something different. I was going to say belly dancing. That's usually my most extreme, but most people, know about that. So anyway, I tell you what, every first Thursday we're here. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. And share us with the people who are important to you or you feel could benefit. We are here first Thursdays every month at 7 for just 1/2 hour. And normally your texts or your tweets come by fine. Miss Phenom on Twitter, everybody check her out at Miss Phenom. I appreciate your tweeting. The others who I saw on the YouTube, if you guys will tweet or something before the end of the show, I will orate this because, this is going to be on demand and the whole world will see it. And how cool would it be that I just say how cool you are as you have tweeted to me tonight. So again, I am your career engineer. I do thank you for allowing me to come into your space, whether you're on your desktop, your laptop, or your phone, because please know you can view these broadcasts anywhere, anyhow. And I just wish you a wonderful weekend and hope that everything goes well. Remember, Monday morning is coming. I can't stop it, neither can you. So do all that you can to make sure your Monday mornings are awesome. It is 7:30, and what I am going to do at 7:30, we're done in a half hour, and we are, but I just want to try to give, there we go. I want to give some shout outs. Jeremy, hey, Francine, I can help you with that. Self-service, thank you, Jeremy. This is on Twitter, Jeremy Huff 75. We appreciate you watching. Check it out at Jeremy Huff 75 on Twitter. Again, Miss Phenom, check her out at Miss MISS Phenom as in phenomenal. So check her out at Miss Phenom as in phenomenal. We want to thank you guys for your support. We want to thank Audra for being a subscriber. Others feel free to subscribe. And again, you guys stay safe. Don't get anxious. Get prepared. I will see you next month. All right, I'm going to stop looking down. Here we go. I will see you. We try it again. I'll see you next month.